When people think of a reaction video to a film, it's usually a visceral gut reaction, like, and I can tell you right now, that's not what we're going to do.
The idea for Real History, I stumbled across a ton of reaction videos on YouTube. They were mostly of you know, while you saw clips of a movie. For some reason they're wildly popular, and I could not help but think to myself, how great would these be if instead of just shocked faces, there was historical context, or maybe some tidbits, Easter eggs, kind of like having a director's commentary with behind the scenes right along the movie. I can't help but be very creative all the time, and the idea just immediately came to me.
I became fascinated in history when I saw the movie Gettysburg at age 7. And I had long had an appreciation for vintage things, even as far back as when I was in kindergarten and first grade. As early as 5th grade, I knew that I wanted to have a career in history, whether it be a teacher in a classroom or working at a museum. And I've been very fortunate in my life to be able to work at a number of such places where I'm able to impart the lessons of the past to people from all walks of life. I was a park ranger for a number of years. I'm currently a history professor. I've had the chance to work, volunteer, and collaborate at a number of different historic sites and with a number of different projects all across the country. But historical films really opened up my world as far as my connections to the past and my appreciation of history. So I feel that it's very appropriate that we're here talking about these very topics. I've written a number of books. Ever since I was in high school, I've kept a notebook of book ideas, and there's probably several dozen in that by now, and I'll never get to all of them, but I'm sure going to try. And not many people get to have their profession also be their hobby, but I'm one of those lucky individuals who gets to do just that. Rather than making on-the-spur comments and observations without any sort of historical background or context, what we are going to try to do is to walk you through the film, impart some ideas as to what the film does right, perhaps where it takes some liberties, or perhaps where it's just a monumental failure. And I think it's going to be one heck of a journey as viewers join with us.
I guess I've always just been sort of a history buff. I was in the Army for 12 years, and that's when I really became interested in history itself. I've been good friends with Jared for, going on 8 years now, 9 years. He knew my wife from reenacting, and we just kind of hit it off in the history world, became really good friends. As soon as the idea for Real History clicked into my head, I knew exactly who I had to get a hold of. Real History has a great crossover of educational entertainment. Jared's a very busy man. We work on this together. We're both 100% involved on the channel, but I will be handling most of the actual uploading of the video and editing, and Jared brings the knowledge and the charisma.